welcome to the Lumension Patch Tuesday security briefing for November 2014. This is Russ Ernst, Director of Product Management for Lumension. While we enjoyed a relatively low number of patches each month so far this year, November definitely takes a big jump up with 14 total bulletins released today. 4 are critical, 8 important, and 2 moderate. The good news, however, is the CVE count. Just 33 CVEs means fewer opportunities for the bad guys. But because the software impacted is widespread, this Patch Tuesday is still a lot of work for IT. MS 14064. It should be your first priority this month. This bulletin addresses 2 CVEs in the Windows OLE component that could allow a remote code execution, and it too is under active attack. Second on your priority list should actually be both MS 14066, a vulnerability in S-channel covering off 1 CVE that could allow a remote code execution, and MS 14065. A cumulative update to Internet Explorer that includes 17 CVEs, none of which are under active attack. The S-channel vulnerability is an interesting one in that it requires a complex exploit vector, so we will likely not see any exploit code for a while. However, the vulnerability does allow for unauthenticated remote code execution, so that keeps it high on the priority list. Rounding out this month's critical bulletins is MS 14067 for vulnerabilities in XML core services that could allow a remote code execution. This too is for 1 CVE. Moving on to the important class bulletins, we have MS 14069 to address 3 CVEs in Office, and MS 14070 for 1 CVE for vulnerabilities in TCP/IP that can allow an elevation of privilege. This attack must be run locally, and someone would need a specially crafted API to run it. MS 14071 is for vulnerabilities in Windows Audio Service that could cause elevation of privilege. MS 14072 is a vulnerability in the .NET Framework, and MS 14073 is for elevation of privilege issues in SharePoint Foundation. MS 14074 is for a vulnerability in Remote Desktop Protocol. Here we see a security feature bypass with a bug in the logging of the authentication feature. An attacker could use a brute force attack, and you wouldn't see it in the logs. MS 14076 is for vulnerabilities in Internet Information Services, IIS, that could allow a security feature bypass. And for the last of the important class bulletins, MS 14077, is for a vulnerability found in Active Directory Federation services that could allow information disclosure. Although these last 3 bulletins are rated as important, each is an update for business-critical server applications, so the server team will be just as busy as the desktop team this month. The moderate bulletins include MS 14078 for a vulnerability in IMDE Japanese that, while is under attack currently, needs to be used in combination with Adobe, so this is more of a sandbox breakout vulnerability. MS 14079 is a vulnerability in kernel mode driver that could allow denial of service. Both include just 1 CVE each. Also worth mentioning this month is Microsoft's recent move to stop selling Windows 7 and Windows 8 through retailers. This is clearly one step to get people off old code, and from a vulnerability management perspective anyway, we have to applaud the effort. Users of Windows XP have recently taken a significant jump down. Hopefully those people are moving to 8.1. Another event important to mention is the pending Windows Server 2003 end of life. July 2015 is the date you'll stop seeing security patches, so now is the time to start to build out your migration plan, if you haven't already. This has been the Lumension Patch Tuesday security briefing for November 2014. Thanks for joining us.